The Onyx Guards are the elite of the elite when it comes to the coalition of ordered government's military. Or well, they're supposed to be, on paper anyway. But instead, they're depicted to be quite the opposite in the Gears of War games. As always, I'm your host Abz, and here is why I think the Onyx Guards deserve better in Gears of War lore. When you look at the Onyx Guards in a visual sense, they look so mysterious, badass, special operations stealth gears. They look the part, but in the Gears of War games, they're not fully utilised as how they should be, in my estimation. They do not appear in Gears of War 1 or 2 at all, but they do appear in Gears of War 3's campaign, Gears of War Judgment's campaign, the Realm's Shadow DLC, and I know many of you see the newer Gears games as its own separate entity, but even there, the Onyx Guard are seen as a joke, being pushed around by lesser ranking Gears. In Gears of War 3, which is 17 AE in the timeline, Chairman Prescott appears on the CNV Sovereign. The Lambent attacked, and the Onyx Guards couldn't hold their own. Just like that, they were wiped out, with Delta Squad having to rescue Chairman Prescott, who ended up dying anyway due to his wounds. So that's the first time we see them, and they're essentially of no use. But also, probably because at this point in the timeline, the COG army ceased to exist, and there were only scraps left. In the Realm's Shadow DLC, which is set in 9 AE, during the timeline of the evacuation of the city Alima, the Onyx Guard was sent to combat General Rahm, to help with the evacuation of the city, and wipe out the advancing Locust. But guess what? Once again, they were slaughtered, but this time by General Rahm and his bodyguards. Another depiction of them failing to prove their worth in the games, not standing a chance against the Locust, leaving everything up to Zeta Squad to save the children from Dr. Wisen's orphanage. The Onyx Guard's depiction in Gears of War Judgment, set 6 weeks after E-Day, gives a better look into the unit. They're a much larger unit here, since it's right at the start of the Locust War, and it is where they are trained. The Onyx Guard are seen as the authoritarian force that they are, as they escort Kilo Squad to the court-martial. There's more of a look into their aggressive, arrogant behaviour towards the Gears, as well as the game showcasing their loyalty to Colonel Loomis and his orders. But once again, they get their asses handed to them by General Khan and the Shibboleth, failing to defend Onyx Point, and failing to defend the Museum of Military Glory. If the Onyx Guards are the best of what the COG has to offer in terms of equipment and combat training, if they can't stop the Locust, then who can? They don't have a single awesome moment or cutscene in the Gears of War games, which is sad to see. But they are also used as a plot device, to make the enemy look stronger as well, such as the case with General Khan. The Onyx Guard are so interesting in my opinion, so I would really love a game or DLC where you play as Onyx Guards and partake in those covert Spec Ops declassified missions for the COG.
No retreat, no surrender, no defeat!
They should really flesh out the military unit and give them the spotlight they deserve in the Gears of War universe. It would have to be set during the very early Locust War era and showcase their air wing, tank battalions and troop regiments, how they operated differently to the standard COG Gears in terms of military tactics and fighting behind enemy lines, as well as seeing more of their advanced weaponry compared to the lowly standard Gears. Perhaps at times they also fought alongside the COG Commandos on occasions, since the COG Special Tactics Commandos also fought behind enemy lines and took on special operations. For example, during the Pendulum Wars, when the Commandos were selected to infiltrate Asphalt Point to steal the UIR's Hammer of Dawn technology. So once again, with so many other elements of the expanded Gears of War universe, there is untapped potential just waiting to be explored. Let me know what you guys think. Do the Onyx Guards deserve better or not? Please do share your thoughts in the comments below. Drop a like and subscribe if you enjoy the content. And a special thank you to the channel members for your extra support as well. I'm your host Abz, and as always, I will catch you guys next time.